Good morning, evening, or afternoon, depending on where you are. It is January 3rd, Monday, and the time is 2:21 p.m. And I'm just by the corner of, where am I? Oh, I'm at the corner of Church and Charles, actually just in a little park nearby. And it's very cold today, so I'm not even sure how well this camera's going to do in the cold, but we'll try anyways. And we're going to go for a little walk, probably down to Church Street and maybe loop back up. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you to the two first commenters on my channel, Chucky Norson and 4K Walks in Japan. Thank you both so much for commenting. It's kind of cool because I just started this channel, haven't really told anyone about it, and here I am. I already have two people from different parts of the world commenting. That's pretty cool. But yeah, let's go. Guess I didn't pick the most quietest of corners because you can hear these dump trucks banging around. I'm wearing my really thick gloves, which kind of make it hard to hold onto the camera. So I'm hoping I don't drop it. But today is Monday, and it's January 3rd. So it would normally be the day that everybody goes back to work today. But a lot of people are calling this an observed holiday, which means that because January 1st fell on a Saturday, which most people with the standard Monday to Friday job have that day off anyways, the holiday gets carried over to Monday. So it's not an official holiday, but it's one that's observed by people who are lucky enough to have it off. So this is probably the coldest day in our winter here in Toronto so far this year, because I don't think it's gone down to the minuses yet until today. I think today I checked, it said it was -7 Celsius. Pretty busy today. A lot more people out than I thought. So these rainbow walkways, they just finished them, or they added them back in. They were doing construction. So I think they added them back in this summer, or maybe it was last summer. I feel like 2020, 2021 are kind of blurring together. And I almost took a big slip and fall when it was raining one night, because they get really slippery when they're new. I think they're a bit better now. There used to be a really delicious grilled cheese place over there. Now it's a tattoo parlor. That was a while ago that was there, though. Oh, the stoplight here at Gloucester and Church is new. The crossing lights. guess because a lot of people were jaywalking. There's someone down there with I guess it's a sleeping bag blanket draped over them, trying to stay warm. This is like, it's terrible. You know, it's pretty bad, like the cold weather, and we need to do more to keep everyone warm. This is the Barbara Hall Park. I was going to say the 519 Park, but then I noticed the sign over there. It's the really cool rainbow benches, and then they have the trans-colored benches. And like one of those really cool murals here. Maybe I'll take a little quick detour through just to give a little look. Especially while the snow is all nice and white still. Get another look at the mural from this angle. Looks like a lot of people they wrote down names in chalk on the wall here, and I'm not really sure what they mean or who they're the names of, but maybe somebody will let me know, because coming up here is the AIDS Memorial. They're listing all the victims of AIDS and HIV on the plaques there. So look at the playground. I'm not sure what that is. Is it a splash pad? Huh. Yeah, it says it's a splash pad. And we'll come back out on the other side of the park. Over there, that used to be the beer store.
Really? And each time I do it.
So now we're at Church in Wellesley, which I feel doesn't really need much of an introduction. It's the main intersection of the queer community. Actually hoping my microphone can pick up my voice at all.
walk in or?
So that's a new place. Can't really tell what it is from here. It's like a bubble tea shop or something. Loaded pierogi. I've heard a lot about them, but I haven't tried it yet. Funny, I was thinking like, oh wow, it is really cold. You can see that guy's breath, but no, he just had a cigarette in his mouth. I mean, it definitely is cold enough that you can see people's breath, but that was a lot of vapor. So sometimes I order from this place called Miso Rice, and I think it's actually a ghost kitchen out of one of these places, because the pickup spot is always around here. For sure it can't be the barbershop, but maybe it's the pizza place. But they're a ghost kitchen because they don't have a storefront, but they make really good like Japanese bowls, rice bowls. So that big building in the distance there, the kind of beigey yellow brick building, is, or was, Maple Leaf Gardens. And now it's a bunch of different places. It's an athletic center for Ryerson. There's a medical clinic. In the upstairs there's an LCBO and a Joe Fresh. And the main store that's in there is Loblaws. Really giant, cool Loblaws where they have a wall of cheese. And if you go to the aisle where the Spam is, you'll see a red circle on the floor. That's where Center Ice used to be when the Maple Leafs played here. Sometimes I've heard this Loblaws called the Gay Blaws because of its proximity to the village. I sometimes do my grocery shopping there, but not too often. There's a lot of places that are a bit closer to me, but I feel like I shop there because of the experience of going inside of there, because it's just really cool. So we are at Carlton and Church. Carlton turns into college at Young. So I think we're going to walk west along Carlton. So I've been kind of sad about this, but over there where the Expectation is, that used to be a Golden Griddle for the longest time. 24-hour diner with like all-you-can-eat pancake Tuesdays. I mean, to be completely honest, I'm not really a big fan of Expectation. I tried it a few times, but I just feel like it's quite overpriced. And the quality of the food you get isn't really that great. But I mean, I guess a lot of people must disagree with me because they've been popping up all around town. Oh, there used to be a Cora's over there, but they closed down about a year ago. We're coming upon the Carlton Cinema, which has really cheap movies, but I guess now it's closed down. I don't know if they preemptively closed, but starting on Wednesday, all the movie theaters and venues have to close for due to restrictions due to rising cases of Omicron. So they technically could have still been open until tomorrow night. But sometimes it's better to be cautious. So I'm gonna stop here just a moment because I didn't want to be stuck walking down College Street in the middle of this crowd of people at the lights. I wanted a bit of a buffer. But I am noticing today that a lot of people are wearing masks outside, which is something I haven't seen people do that often since probably like last spring. So I'm glad to see that. I like wearing my mask, so I usually keep it on when I'm outside anyways. But yeah, like I'd say definitely more than 50% of the people, let's try it again, 50% of the people are wearing their masks outside. So this is Fran's Diner. I guess they're getting set up to do the outdoor patios because indoor dining is about to be banned. But they're still going to allow outdoor dining. I guess over there, the pub that Pogue Mahone also looks like they're doing something. These little bubbles outside. I think that's great. Like, that's not a terrible idea. Like, a lot of these places invested in these giant outdoor heaters, so they're going to put them to good use. This is the I can't remember the division number, and I don't see it anywhere. I want to say 51 division, but the giant downtown police station. If I see the number anywhere, I'll let you know. So the reason why I walked on outside this side of the street instead of going up Young is because the last video I did down here, I was inside College Park, which is this giant building here. And there's a lot of history about College Park. Wouldn't mind doing a walk through there again someday and telling you about the history. So now we're heading north on Bay Street. There's a Nando's over there. I think it's one of the last remaining ones because there was one in the Danforth, but it closed last summer. This is when you really start to feel that you're walking uphill. Although it's a slight gradient. Oh wow. So I believe that's the McDonald Block building. That's now all covered because I guess they're restoring it. the McDonald Block building is one of the government buildings. I remember going there one time. I think it was for to do my written test for my driver's license, but this was a long time ago. Because I think it was before they privatized the system. Because now in Ontario, you do it through DriveSafe, which is a third-party company. To be honest, I find Bay Street to be a little bit boring to walk on. I usually come to Bay Street when I'm walking up because I always feel there's less people on it, but it seems to be quite busy today. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. This is the McDonald Block building. Then I don't know what that building is. I thought it was all one giant building. It looks like it is connected by some sort of atrium there. So this used to be the Sutton Place Hotel, and my friend Anna worked there for a number of years and has a lot of different tales about working at this hotel, but it's now been converted into condos. I think they even actually added additional floors up top so they could sell even more condos. I mean, I think it's nice they didn't tear the building down, but it's a little sad to see things just get turned into condos. Because personally, I don't think we're lacking condos in the city. I think we have more than enough. We're lacking affordable housing, though. There's almost none of that. Definitely nothing free. By free, I mean available, not free to rent. The Super Chicken. I don't really know what Super Chicken is, but I like their branding. It's really cute. I'll have to try to remember that it exists someday and grab some. actually one of the few 7-Elevens left downtown. We used to have a lot of them, and then they all closed. Well, not all of them, but majority of them. However, we're getting invaded by Circle K now, because those are popping up everywhere. It's a really good dim sum place here, next to this really old Irish bar. And I haven't been to this dim sum place in years because it's a bit pricey, but they have really good dim sum. So coming up here is the Firkin on Bay, and I used to like going there a lot. I mean, I still like going there, but its name is a bit confusing because there's Firkin on Bay Street, which is this one, or Firkin on Bay is called, and then there's Firkin on the Bay, which is way out in Etobicoke. And I've confused many a friend by saying, let's go to Firkin on Bay. And then they've started making their way towards the Etobicoke one. And then they had to backtrack, or I would take an Uber out there, which is quite pricey. But yeah, terrible naming convention between the two of them. Because Firkin is a chain, and each Firkin kind of has a slightly unique name, like depending on its location. Like Firkin on Bloor, the one in the Village is on Church Street, so it's called Firkin and Churchmouse, or Churchmouse and Firkin. The one in the Flatiron building, I think it's like Flatiron and the Firkin. But yeah, I feel they should rename one of those because they're way too similar and on complete opposite ends of downtown. Let's see if I can flip my camera around. There we go. So thank you for joining me on this walk. I'm going to end this here at St. Nicholas Street, and I don't actually know what this laneway is called. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.